Hey everyone, I got an exciting show for you today. Actually, I have a surprise announcement. As you all know, I'm a big fan of real estate meetups, especially when they are hosted by investors themselves. And we are about to hear about a meetup being hosted by the investor in Fresno, someone I have done more transactions with than anyone else. So let's welcome Dean Rogers to the show. How you doing, Dean?
Hello, hello. I'm doing good, Zuber. Thanks
Uh,
for having me again.
of course. Anytime you want, you are free to speak on this channel because you bring value every single time, and I appreciate you.
Awesome.
So I am curious. You're already crushing it. You run a big business. You physically reside somewhere else in California. Why does someone in your position who clearly doesn't have to decide you want to give back and create a real estate meetup? Let's just stop there. Why?
Yeah, so good question. It's been something that's been brewing in the back of my head for, I don't know, probably over a year now. And the more and more I continue to do more transactions and see new people come into the business, people get out of the business, I keep getting those phone calls to say, can you help me just understand and get through this transaction, or what are you doing on this, or a ton of different questions. And so it was the straw that broke the camel's back, and I just finally said, you know what, I got to do this. I know that we have a void right in Visalia.
Yeah.
Fresno has some meetups and a ton of people in the business. Bakersfield has some meetups and a ton of people in that market as well. But Visalia, there's a big gap. And I just said, you know what, this is where I'm from. This is where, our headquarters is, and we do everything throughout the Central Valley. So let's just do it. And as soon as I announced it, the feedback was overwhelming. Just so many people are excited. I had people offer right away, just, hey, is there anything I can do to help? I'll do it. That's how we had sponsors just pop up out of nowhere. We've got 4 sponsors already just within a month of starting it. Several hundred people have already joined the group online. And I know, Zuber, just from my own experience and witnessing, some of the stuff you're doing in Fresno and the folks you're working with, the power of networking is so forgotten at times. And sometimes myself, even though I know just about everybody in the business and in our market, you don't always talk to them every day. So making the dedicated time to meet at least once a month and talk throughout that with all the folks that are going to be attending, I know that there's going to be relationships formed there, deals done, people's just experience and knowledge growing from there. I can't be more excited because I know the results from just doing it are going to be huge.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Well, again, you're in a unique position, right? First off, Visalia is home, right? So it means something to you kind of, from the jump, right? Because that's home. So those roots go deep, and you are going to do what it takes to make that success. Then your track record, just the ability to do transactions, build a growing business, and continually succeed. When this business that we're in changes all the times, people come and go, people blow up, right? Lots of things can happen. And just, I don't know how to say this without sounding freaking nerdy or whatever, but your persona is it attracts people, right? You don't put people off, right? You don't like repel
Thank
people.
you.
You're very, you bring everybody in. So it's going to be fun watching you grow this thing. Cause I bet you within a year, you could be bigger than the Fresno real estate meetups. That would be fun to see.
I wanted to get as big as possible just for the mere fact that I can't help but feel a gut feeling that by getting us all together, I mean, just from when we met each other and we've done transactions together, when I pick up my phone and I just say, hey, you know what, I'm going to call this person, good things happen.
Yep.
And the more you can talk and communicate and just put yourself out there, be willing to learn and be humble, the more you're going to grow. And and impact others and be impacted yourself. So
Yeah.
I know that there's just going to be a lot of goodness going around.
Very, very cool. Well, let me bring up the flyer and let's see if we both can see it, because I want everybody to know the who's, the whens, the hows, all that
Yeah.
good stuff. So let me bring this up. So, oh, good. You can see it. Let's see if I can make this bigger.
There it is.
There it is. Are you still up? Can you see it?
I can see it.
Excellent. Why don't you go ahead and talk about it, because I can't see you right now, but it is front and center. So let's talk about it.
Okay. So before we say anything else about the meetup, there's got to be a huge shout out to Adam Evasion for taking the time to create this beautiful flyer that we're staring at. It was the flyer that you folks, you and Stratton and Adam use for your free event that you do to teach folks about real estate, that I said, wow, that just looks so good. I got to reach out and ask who did it. And Adam stepped up. So quick moment, shout out for Adam. Thank you so much for that. That's a lot of value there.
Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful. So, as you can see, this is a Visalia real estate investing meetup hosted by none other than Home Helpers Group. And this is going to be in Visalia at the Wyndham Hotel. So it's right off the freeway. There's no excuses for being able to make it to this event. And I promise you that there will be value. You will at least hear one golden nugget that will help transform your business, or meet one person that can transform your business. A quick side story, aside from the meetup, one of the podcasts that you and I did, Zuber, another person in Visalia, another investor in my market doing great things, he heard it and became inspired to go do the Burr method, to go refinance his properties. Now, I also had shared with you the changes that Cash Call were making to their financing terms, right?
Yes, yes.
So I had 10 properties I wanted to refinance at that point in time. They made those changes. This person who was inspired went to Cash Call. Well, actually heard heard your podcast about the changes.
Yeah.
Went searching for another company and found one that has even better terms. So that's a little nugget I'll save for later.
That's awesome.
And they told me, don't tell anybody else yet. We're not ready for the volume. I promised them we would have hundreds of new applications flowing in.
Oh, and, for sure. Jeez.
They nervously said, hold off. But just from that one podcast that you and I did, and him listening to it, it came full circle back to me to positively impact. And we're gonna finish these refinances in 2 weeks.
That's awesome.
So pretty powerful stuff. So back to the meetup. So the Visalia Real Estate Investing Meetup is going to be in Visalia. The very first one is going to be February 12th this year, 2020. It's going to be from 6 to 9 p.m. What can you expect? It's going to be a networking event where you're going to also have the opportunity to learn something new, right? So the very first hour is going to be strictly networking. From 6 to 7, we have a special, terrace inside there. We're going to have a bartender there, cash bar. You can buy whatever drinks you want. Then we're gonna shuffle into the room we have reserved there, one of the conference rooms. I'll be given the first presentation, how to flip houses. Yep. Keep it pretty basic, but again, there'll certainly be some nuggets there for anybody new or experienced. And then the last hour, we'll take some more time to network, because I honestly think that the more we can get chances to meet each other, the more we're going to benefit, while also learning something. So that's what the structure is going to look like. Now, again, as I mentioned, we had some sponsors. Just want to highlight those folks that reached out. I couldn't be more appreciative. I think they're going to, come full circle and benefit them as well. We've got Keller Williams, the CEO of Tulare and Kings County. Emily reached out right away. She said, whatever we can do to help, happy to do so. I've done business with every single one of these sponsors. So this isn't, Joe Schmo off the street. These are all people I can say are good people and have done business with. David from Total Property Management, he manages all of our portfolio, as well as, many others that I know. Highly recommend him. Michael, the owner of Yellow Letters, he reached out, said anything I can do to help. He's brilliant, and he does all of our fulfillment for direct mail.
Wow.
And then Lending Home, they've been a great hard money lender whenever we need a hard money lender. They have phenomenal terms. They're great to work with. And I've met with one of the principal owners there as well, who lives in San Diego. So great company to work with, and I highly recommend any one of these sponsors. And I'm sure there'll be many more that want to get involved in the future.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, man. The quality of people you bring, the fact that you're kicking this off in Visalia. If you have any interest, if you're anywhere in the Central Valley, you need to get to this event. In fact, I am flying home from Taiwan, I think on the 10th, I think. And then I head out to LA on the 13th. So, but I'm still going to find a way to get to this event, which for me is something, right? Because that's like 3 hours away back and forth.
Yeah.
If I can find a way to get myself to this event, I don't want to hear any excuses. That's for sure.
That'd be awesome to have you there, man.
Yeah, I have every intention
that
of being
would be
there, barring a plane not taking off from Taiwan. It's about the only thing I can control. But yeah, I plan to be there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, yeah. So what I highly recommend is for those that are interested, excited about this event, maybe you can't make it to the first one, but you're going to certainly be there, the following month. We're going to have them monthly. I'm going to try to have it set up so where it's, the second Wednesday of every month type of a deal. So you know what to expect. Go join the group on Facebook or join on meetup.com. Just search for Visalia Real Estate Investing Meetup by Home Helpers Group. You'll see us there. Get added to the group so you see all the updates, and then utilize the platform. Reach out to folks, introduce yourself. If you've got a deal you want to circulate and talk about, do that. If you want to, add value to the group and share some knowledge, do that too. This is going to be a highly focused, motivated group of real estate professionals that want to be involved in real estate investing. So if we're all together here, we can all grow together and impact each other in a positive way. It's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I think it's going to, I think we both have pretty high expectations of the event and me of you, just putting it out there. And I look forward to you, jumping over him in street shoes, because you're just that kind of guy. Last thing we should talk about is how can people reach out, ask questions, because they may have questions. They, what is it? You want to send them an email, a Facebook group? Where do you want them to go to ask questions?
Yeah, if you got questions about it, shoot me an email directly, dean@homehelpersgroup.com. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Or if you want to friend me on Facebook, Dean Rogers, you'll see me there and my wife. You can shoot me a, direct message on Messenger right there as well. Happy to answer any questions. If you want to know how many people you can bring as many as you want.
There you go. Yeah, everybody.
Let's pack the house. Yeah. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out.
And again, it's February 12th.
February 12th. That's right.
6 to 9, February 12th, right off the freeway at the Wyndham Hotel. I look forward to it, man. Any last little tidbits you want to throw in before we cut this off and post it?
No, I'd say, if you're just getting started or you're experienced, you and I are at the experience point. There is still tremendous value in us getting together and networking, because there's something with like the molecules in the air or something, the way that it just happens.
Yeah.
Deals and relationships formulate by just putting yourself out there. So if you're a shy person or an introvert, believe it or not, I'm naturally an introverted person, but depending upon what mood you get me in.
Yeah.
But hey, if you put on some good music with some bass and a good beat, I'll be on the dance floor and you will not believe me as an introvert. I can get out there.
Oh,
so, I promise you that there will be tremendous value. Even if you tune out and don't listen to whoever the speaker is, I promise you meeting folks and talking about
Yeah.
the business is going to be huge value. Now, there's going to be a lot of great topics. We didn't even get into that. The first one is going to be how to flip houses. The ones coming after that, you're going to learn about wholesaling. You're going to learn about multifamily. You're going to learn about Airbnb. You're going to learn about how to do the BRRRR method, which is to buy, rent, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. So there's going to be a lot of great content that we talk about at these meetups. So you do not want to miss it.
Yeah, I want to just second that one point. Getting in the room. If you're an introvert and you only shake hands with the two people next to you at these events, you're going to be better for it, right? There's just something in the air. Just listening to the lingo and how people respond to each other. I still go to meetups all the time. It's what I do in the evenings, because I still get value out of it almost 20 years later. So, if I was new, I'd go to every one I could, and especially one put on by a guy like you. So, go.
Yeah, we can't wait to see you there. It's going to be so much fun. So I can't wait till February 12th comes. It's going to be great.
Very cool, man. Well, thank you for doing this evening. I know it's late. We're going to help a lot of people. Thanks, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Of course.